Devil fruits are more than just bad-tasting fruits that give you special powers. They contain the spirit of devils. The Sea Devil is a real character in One Piece, but did you know that the Straw Hats have already seen the place where his devil fruits originated? If you read carefully, you'll notice that the legend has been mentioned by at least 3 characters in One Piece, and the devil fruit origin story ties right into the power of the ancient weapons of the Void Century.
Hey, nigga better turn me.
Hey all, Golden Boy here, and today I have a space cadet theory. It's not that this theory lacks evidence, but rather that this theory just ties together so many mysteries using the knowledge we currently have on devil fruits that it must be considered crazy. But I promise it's a good theory. You've been warned that this theory, in its entirety, will not only explain the relationship between devil fruits and souls, but also their origin story and even the power of one of the ancient weapons. So obviously, the tinfoil will be on for this whole video, because it's time to theorize. So let's jump in. Devil fruits are these cursed fruits that grant the user a fantastical power at the cost of stealing one's ability to swim. As Blackbeard describes while fighting Ace at Bonaro Island, they grant users devil powers. Now why would there be such a trade-off like losing the ability to swim? That seems kinda random, right? But it's because of the deal with the devil. And no, I don't mean like how Kaido's an Oni, I mean a devil. The Sea Devil. But don't just take my word for it. Here's what world-renowned snitch Red Hair Shanks has to say on the topic of devil fruits. They are incarnations of the Sea Devil. Supposedly, if you eat one, you will gain devil powers, but the sea will hate you and take your ability to swim. Another testimony of the devil-like powers of these fruits comes to us during the Enies Lobby arc. It's rumored that an actual devil lives inside each fruit and transfers to a fruit user's body upon consumption. So with the legends we have on devil fruits, we can deduce that the Sea Devil is a real character in One Piece, and that within each of his fruits is a devil to grant the user these supernatural abilities at the cost of losing your ability to swim in the Sea Devil's sea. Perhaps this is the punishment for stealing one of his precious fruits. These supernatural abilities are strange and very specific though. For quote-unquote devil abilities, some of them seem surprisingly human, as they're based on human concepts. For example, some devil fruits will grant the user the ability to turn into fire, while others will allow the user to turn into man-made weapons. Perhaps devil fruits are related to the deepest desires or fears dwelling within the human soul. We see a mix of natural and man-made devil fruit abilities. We do know that devil fruits are innately tied to humanity, as there's a lineage factor. Even artificial devil fruits are tied to humanity, because the artificial fruits have a side effect that overrides your emotions. When you eat a smile fruit, you never stop laughing and smiling. With One Piece chapter 1043, we see Zunisha explain that JoyBoy's voice has returned, and I think that this voice is the spirit or soul of JoyBoy. The soul portion of devil fruits are why they're so difficult to make in a lab. The lineage factor can be replicated, we've seen it, but the soul is not as easy. Now, I'm not saying that devil fruits are all man-made. In fact, it's clear to me that they're not man-made. All of the research we have suggests that man-made fruits either alter a human's lineage factor or their emotions. In an SBS, Oda said that we will eventually hear about all of the secrets of devil fruits from a great professor. But based on what we currently know, devil fruits are not explicitly man-made. Yet, they appear to be tied to a user's soul, and they can grant abilities based on human ideas, like Baby Five's weapon fruit. So they're tied to human souls? This actually does make sense. After all, they're associated with the Sea Devil. No, I still don't mean Oni like Yamato. I mean the Sea Devil. He's a named One Piece character. In fact, multiple characters have mentioned the devil. Both Shanks and Jabra have voiced concerns about the Sea Devil. So in summary, devil fruits are tied into humanity through both bodies and souls. The souls of these devils get passed down, although it's strange that the souls of quote-unquote devils can have such humanistic concepts. But as Axehand Morgan says in the first volume of One Piece, devil fruits are said to be the fruits of the Sea Devil, and the secret to their power is hidden in the Grand Line. So where exactly in the Grand Line are they from? Where is the birthplace of devil fruits? Trees play a large role in One Piece, as all real fans agree. I once saw Tekking talk about trees for damn near an hour, unscripted. In his earlier works, Oda always mentioned a gum gum tree, or a devil fruit tree in his Romance Dawn prototypes. Even aside from the devil fruit tree, we have plenty of other important trees, like Treasure Tree Adam, the tree that was used to build the Thousand Sunny. In One Piece, there are trees underwater, like Sunlight Tree Eve, trees on sky islands, like the White Trees, trees that extend underwater, like the Sabaody Archipelago trees, and even trees on top of ginormous walking elephants. Needless to say, there are trees everywhere, and they're all important. And I think the idea that devil fruits originated from a devil fruit tree is the safest bet, as we know of the importance of trees in the series, and we've even seen devil fruits on trees before. Another idea to keep in mind when searching for the true origins of devil fruits is that Kazuki Toki came from the Void Century, so devil fruits can date back at least 800 years ago. Trees can live for long periods of time, so the devil fruit tree must have been around during the Ancient Kingdoms era. So assuming the birthplace of all devil fruits is a centralized location like the devil fruit tree, then where is it? If there's just a devil fruit tree, then I would think that the powers like the Yonko and the world government would be diving into it, seeking the power for themselves. Because the location is unknown, I think it's safe to say that it's a dangerous and mysterious place. Which makes sense. I mean, it's a place where the Sea Devil has fruits. It's a place where the Sea Devil resides, which must be dangerous. A place where ships of pirates don't even dare to venture, the Devil's territory. Now, a character we see being called Satan was Brook during the little time skip, and in the Florian Triangle is where we find Soul King Brook, floating around on a ghostly ship. There are tales of hundreds of ships disappearing from the Florian Triangle every single year, but what could be sinking the ships and stealing people's lives? It's revealed that the strange ghostly occurrences have actually been happening long before Gecko Moria and Thriller Bark. The Straw Hat crew told us that there are legends of a ghost ship. We thought they were referring to Brook, but what if these legends predate even the Rumbar pirates? Long before Brook and long before Thriller Bark, there were ships disappearing, never to be seen again. If there really are legends of a ghost ship, then it's gotta be quite old to earn such a title. What's really going on with the Florian Triangle? I think these ships disappearing and the ghost legend are the same. What if this is the Sea Devil's true domain, where he floats around on a cursed ghost ship? In chapter 442, when the Straw Hats first laid eyes on Brook, the great prophet Usopp, who's known for telling lies that eventually come true, said something interesting and oddly specific. He said, "Ah! A sailor's deity of the damned! Don't listen! Cover your ears, you'll be cursed! Even if the ghost speaks, pay him no heed! If you answer, you'll be dragged into sea!" And then he screamed like a lot more, he was so scared. A cursed deity of the damned that drags sailors into the sea sounds exactly like the Sea Devil to me. Oh, and the interesting thing, this episode in the anime is titled Venture into the Devil's Sea. The Sea Devil's real. And the Devil's spirits are put inside of Devil Fruit users when they consume the Sea Devil's cursed fruits. With the Florian Triangle being called the Devil's Sea and the legend of the ghost ship, perhaps this is where the Sea Devil resides. Perhaps this is where devil fruits are born. The fruit that curses the user's ability to swim in the ocean comes from the ocean. The devil fruit tree is at the bottom of the ocean somewhere in the Florian Triangle. Like we know, the secret of the devil fruits is somewhere in the Grand Line. Don't you think it's weird that devil fruits have human concepts? It's more than just natural elements like fire. We know devil fruits are tied to human souls, but I think they are formed from human souls. Kinemon's clothes fruit, Katakuri's mochi fruit, Sugar's toy fruit. These aren't just elements found in nature. These are uniquely human concepts, and I think that these are the leftovers of human souls. In 1043, we learn that JoyBoy's voice has returned, and it's in Luffy. With all of the buzz around Luffy's fruit being special, it's a common conclusion that people's voices or souls can be passed down through devil fruits. That answers why such uniquely human concepts exist within devil fruits. They're what's left over of the human soul. Something is in the Florian Triangle, and it makes hundreds of ships disappear every year. And it's the Sea Devil himself. The clothes fruit was what's left over from a fashionable victim. The mochi fruit was the soul of a chef. The habi no mi could be the soul of a child. This is a darker take on One Piece, but these devil fruits have rumors surrounding them, that there are devil's souls living inside. I think the Devil's Sea is the perfect place to grow this devil fruit tree. The sea devil steals souls, and he harvests them in his cursed devil fruits growing on the devil fruit tree. Maybe that's what the giant shadows are in Thriller Bark. Branches of the sea devil's devil fruit tree. I mean, the arc is literally called Thriller Bark. Scary tree. Just like Sunlight Tree Eve is underwater, the devil fruit tree is also underwater, and it's in the Grand Line. Specifically in a dangerous and mysterious place, like the Florian Triangle. That's why nobody knows about the mysteries of devil fruits. No one survives to tell the tale. They get their souls taken and harvested by the Sea Devil on his ghastly ship. Except for Brook. How fitting is it that we see Soul King Brook, Lord Satan himself, floating around on a ghostly ship the first time we enter the Florian Triangle, the Devil's Sea. His soul is the only one that could get away. Oh yeah, and about this cursed ship that harvests souls that Usopp told us about, do you know what it's called? The Ship of the Dead, or the Ferry of the Damned. Those might be fitting names for the vessel captained by the Sea Devil himself. Or you know what else? A powerful ship of the dead? Sounds like PLUTON. I've always wondered what to make of the name Pluton, because it should have something to do with the underworld. Pluto's the god of the underworld, but it's also a ship. So in my head, Pluton's been the ferry of the damned for a while now. But just like how Charon, the ferryman of the dead in Greek mythology, transported souls to the underworld, the Pluton is the ship that holds the souls of the dead. It just makes sense. The Pluton, being a ghost ship and an ancient weapon, is even old enough to have existed during the Void Century with Kazuki Toki, the owner of the oldest documented devil fruit. Ships go missing from Florian Triangle every year. Devil fruits appear to be born from human concepts. With 1043, it's thought that souls can be passed down through devil fruits, so why not have the Sea Devil himself, who has been mentioned by multiple characters, be the Reaper of Souls? He puts the devils in the fruits. No wonder devil fruits are humanistic and hard to find. They're made from human souls, and they've been in the Florian Triangle this entire time. If you try to go in there, you'll find yourself soulless, damned to never leave the Florian Triangle. But you can save yourself from this terrible fate by watching this video about Luffy's devil fruit, the Nika Nika no Mi. Stay golden.